Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And Verizon's third quarter earnings numbers are out. I wanted to cover them briefly with you guys before I get on this call. A very interesting quarter. Very, very interesting. So Verizon added a total of 239,000 customers. And let's look at the breakdown here. So they actually had positive momentum on the consumer side at 81,000, and on the business side they grew 158,000 customers, which is where the total of 239,000 came from. The biggest positive momentum is FWA. It's home broadband. They did a total of 389,000. 26,000 of that came from FiOS, and majority of the total came from FWA, 363,000. So FiOS is growing, very, very little for the amount of the footprint that they do have before they get Frontier or close that deal. It is up from the second quarter. They only grew 13,000 in the second quarter. So that's just about double that they grew in the third quarter. I'm fully expecting FiOS numbers to be higher in the fourth quarter. Prepaid, they did turn a positive, so that's a good sign. They're no longer hemorrhaging customers there or in a big way. The only issue that I saw is Verizon's churn. They came in at 0.89%. So in order for them to continue to offset losses, they're going to have to continue to grow at much, much higher volume in order to post positive momentum. Coming in at a 0.89, up from 0.85 the quarter prior. I mean, they're still losing customers at high volumes. So in order to offset that, they're going to have to continue to be promotionally active, especially in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to have strong marketing. I fully anticipate AT&T to be at a 0.7 something again, and T-Mobile should be in the low 8s, if not the high 7s. T-Mobile had a 0.80 in a Q2 off of a price increase. So T-Mobile should come in a bit lower than the 0.8, but if they do come in the low 8s, it might be 8.1, 8.2, or they come in at like 0.77 or 0.78. So Verizon will more than likely have the highest churn in the third quarter, and maybe quite significantly higher, especially if T-Mobile comes in the high 7s. We'll see that tomorrow, but I fully anticipate AT&T to have the lowest churn. But man, coming in at a 0.89%, that's quite high, and that's tough to have to offset with growth. So that's what Verizon will have to do. They will have to become a significant grower, to continue to offset the losses, coming in at a churn of 0.89%. Taking a look at the financials, total revenue is flat quarter after quarter. I don't know if the market is going to like that. Service revenue is up 2.7% from the quarter a year ago, but it's also relatively flat comparing it to the last quarter, second quarter. So they have work to do. They still have work to do. They have positive momentum, but they have work to do. CapEx came in at 12 billion. So they spent about 2 billion less versus what they did in the 9 months last year. But you can see all the financials here. Debt is higher. The total debt is higher a bit versus last year. So the net unsecured debt is about a 2.5. That's expected to go up to about 2.8 with the Frontier deal. So they have more work to do as it comes to debt and that churn. And there you can see some of the key priorities heading into 2025. Kind of a bit early to see this. I wasn't expecting this till Q4, but deliver the 2024 financial guidance, sustain momentum in mobility and broadband, expand 5G ultra-wideband and scale private networks, execute on our capital allocation model, focus on cost transformation, leverage AI to drive efficiency and unlock new revenue through our fiber and edge compute assets. So, interesting quarter. Good to see them get some positive momentum in the third quarter on consumer. I'm sure in the fourth quarter that will increase, but they will have to be very promotionally active, especially with a churn of 0.89%. So before I get on this call, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.